So if Dark Souls or Elden Ring and car simulators had a child, it would have been called the Snowrunner. This game is basically Dark Souls of cars. And as you understood in this video, we're going to be discussing Snowrunner and whether it is worth it to buy right now, and most importantly, who is it for? So without further ado, let's just get started. And as always, I'm going to be giving you the answer right away to not waste your time and just, well, give you time to do maybe some other things or maybe you watch some other videos. And the answer is this. Yes, Snowrunner is absolutely amazing game, but it has a few major problems, like a lot of microtransactions that I don't like, and a little bit, just a very, very little bit steep learning curve. Just a little bit, not too much, just a little bit. But yeah, let's now get into details and discuss what even is a Snowrunner and why is it worth it. Snowrunner is basically an off-road car simulator. If you want to sum up everything that you do in this game, is you either get from one point to another point or deliver goods from one point to another point. That basically sums up the entire game as simple as possible. But yeah, as you can understand, that's not everything, because what is happening between those destination points is the most important part, and it is the difficulty of actually doing these things. The game is happening in some kind of open world environment, and it's happening in very rural territories where roads are basically non-existent or are in very, very little amounts, and you have to navigate through these very harsh environments in very, very physics simulated environments and in cars. You have a bunch of off-road cars and trucks at your disposal, and also some bigger technical vehicles like tractors and etc. And you are basically doing some kind of small quests, errands in this open world, and when you complete them, you are more or less seamlessly moving to the next region and completing there, unlocking your garages where you can actually change your cars or upgrade your cars and move on to the next and to the next and to the next territories until, well, you will unlock everything. And that's a simple explanation as you can get, but the big part, the meat of the game, is it's in driving mechanics and in its physics and environments, because the environment here is your enemy. If you play the Dark Souls, the main boss in this game is environment, and it is everywhere. The muddy territories where you can get stuck and where you cannot move at all unless you use your winch in order to get out of there, and pray to the god that there is some trees or some rocks around where you can actually put your winch to. If not, well, say goodbye to your car. You also have a very dense forest, you also have a very rocky mountains, very bad and awful roads, rivers to cross, swamps to cross, and overall very, very ugly yet very beautiful environment at the same time. The cars in this game are not fast, but they are very powerful. All of the cars have some kind of, well, manual transmission. It's not exactly manual transmission cars, but they are very as close as you can get in the game, and you have very realistic physics damage model. You cannot make a trampoline jumps from 30 to 50 meters with ease, because yeah, cars are not made to withstand this type of damage and this type of stress, and in this game it's exactly that. If you hit the pothole way too fast or way too hard, you will break your suspension, or you might even break your wheel, or if you hit your engine too hard, you might cause an engine to be destroyed, or fuel to be leaked, and etc, etc. And yeah, by the way, in this game you actually need to fuel your car in order to actually move there, and you actually have to physically find the routes through the map in order to get from point to point, because yeah, you don't have a lot of hand holding in this game, and it makes this game incredibly interesting and very, very, well, cool experience, unlike everything else. One of my comments called Euro Truck Simulator to a Snowrunner but on the roads, but yeah, if you can say like that Snowrunner is a Euro Truck Simulator but off-road. Yeah, it's a very awful and very crude explanation of this game, but yeah, for some it's on point. It all sounds pretty cool, but is it actually interesting to play or even easy to play? Well, to be fair, if you are more or less car enthusiast and if you like the cars, you will feel yourself at home. I like cars, and I played this game with my friend. By the way, you can play this game in co-op with your friends. And yeah, I enjoyed this experience a lot, both playing alone and playing with my friend. It was an extremely funny experience, and it was like very interesting and very challenging thing to accomplish, but it was never extremely difficult to do certain tasks. Yes, some tasks will require a lot of time. For example, if you want to go through the muddy swamps, it might take a minute or two to go through even the shortest distances, because you will need to use a lot of winches, a lot of moving forward and backward, and a lot of getting stuck, a lot of getting unstuck. But yeah, overall experience and feeling of accomplishment is extremely important and very fun. But for some, it might be a turnoff, and it's perfectly understandable. And if you don't want a challenge in your car games, and if you just want to cheese through everything, like for example in Forza Horizon 5, then yeah, this game will not be for you. And yeah, and another big downside for me, an extremely big downside for me, is excessive amount of microtransaction and in-game transactions. Yes, I understand that the developers need to somehow finance their game, but there are way too many DLCs. Like maybe more than a half of all the vehicles are behind the DLCs and season passes and things like that. And I haven't purchased anything because I played on Game Pass. So yeah, it was extremely frustrating for me to see something like that, and this is actually stopping me from buying this game on the Steam. But other than that, is it actually worth it to buy? So let's now go to Steam and discuss the pricing of the game. So game is available on Steam for the base price of $29.99 for tier 1 countries and $22.99 for tier 2 countries, and it can go as low as $19.49 for tier 1 countries and $14.94 for tier 2 countries. So is this game actually worth it for those prices? Game is also available on the Game Pass, so if you have it, you can actually download it, well, for free, both on PC and on an Xbox. But now, is it worth to buy this game, or is it just worth to play this game on a Game Pass and forget about it forever? Well, to be fair, if you have a Game Pass, this game is 100% one of the must-play experiences if you love cars and if you enjoy the car games. This is one of the must-play experiences. But if you don't have a Game Pass, if you are on Steam, well, I would still suggest to buy this game, at least the base game, because despite having excessive microtransactions, the base game has quite a lot of things to do and a lot of things to collect, a lot of cars, a lot of environments. Even for the base full price, game is actually absolutely worth it if you love the cars. And if you don't love the cars, I would suggest you to get this game on the sale. But again, it has quite a lot of excessive microtransactions, and this is the thing that I did not like a lot. I don't mind having a cosmetic microtransactions, but when you are paywalling a lot of great cars, well, that's a big no-no for me. So, and that was the reason why I didn't buy this game, but I'm still playing it on a Game Pass. So yeah, you can make your own decisions for that. Overall, here is my verdict. If you have a Game Pass, yep, go and play Snowrunner. You're gonna enjoy it a lot, both on Xbox and on PC, by the way. But if you don't have, then buy this game on Steam, knowing that there is a lot of microtransactions and you might need to purchase additional things if you want to experience this game in full. Again, you really don't need to buy everything in this game, because yeah, the things that are available is more than enough to enjoy the game, and it's more reminiscent to a very hardcore sim games like this. Yes, it's a flight simulator that is selling individual airplanes separately. I think they're going for the similar model here. But yeah, because the game does not, because the Snowrunner actually does not have the similar audience, I think this was a big, well, misstep by the developers. But yeah, it's their choice and it's their game, and they can do whatever they want with that. And well, for me, it's my money, and I can decide whatever I want to do with my money. And it's the same for you. If you think that it's a big turnoff, then yeah, don't buy this game. But if you love cars, if you enjoy the cars, if you want a car simulator, and if you want some kind of off-roading car simulator, you are still going to enjoy the base game a lot. Just don't buy the DLCs. Or if you are going to, and if you enjoy it a lot, well, buy a few DLCs and see whether you will continue enjoying the game or not. It's all up to you. Money is yours. Yeah, you need to decide what you will do with that. Overall verdict is that. Well, this will be it for today. Thank you for being here with me. Like the video if you liked it, subscribe for more videos like this one, and I'm gonna see you in the next one. See ya.